Every week we walk into supermarkets run by giant corporates. Our grocery bills keep going up, but the people who grow our food are also being squeezed too. In this video, I want to show you who really profits from your groceries, why the system is built this way, and how Web3 and blockchain might finally be showing up in the real world. By the end, you'll see the outline of a fairer supermarket built from the bottom up with customers and farmers right at the centre. Rules that no single corporation can quietly rewrite.
Peter, what are you doing?
Well, Lois, a big part of owning a farm is crossing a road very slowly with cows. Okay, Betsy, now get yourself out there.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Sai, your White Mirror host, as centrally controlled systems continue to crumble and as we begin to embrace a new decentralized world. I'm initially calling this series the Open World Project, with a hope that perhaps some of these ideas might resonate with people and perhaps we can start to actually build something. So let's start with what's happening behind those automatic doors. When you walk in here, it feels simple. You pick what you want, you pay, and you go home. But the real game already happened long before you showed up today. Supermarkets have huge leverage, volume, shelf space, and the ability to drop suppliers at will. Take a simple bag of carrots. On a price like this, the farmer might only see a tiny slice, something like 18 pence, 15% out of £1.20. And you, of course, could replace that with dollars or euros and it would be exactly the same everywhere else. The middle takes its cut, and the supermarket can still walk away with something like 36 pence, 30% in profit. These aren't exact numbers, but the shape is real. Small share for the farmer, comfortable margin for the corporate retailer. So how did we get here? It wasn't a conspiracy, it was a slow, almost invisible shift. We as consumers collectively favoured convenience. We wanted everything under one roof, cheaper, faster, and in doing so, we neglected our independent butchers, bakers and greengrocers. We let these corporate giants get this big. We let them consolidate power and we let them write the rules. And now we're living with the consequences. Less choice, less resilience, and a system that squeezes the very people that feed us. So if we could wipe the slate clean, if we could learn from our past choices, what would a sane supermarket look like? Not perfect, just fair, transparent and less rigged. That's where we're going next. If we weren't scared of dreaming and if we weren't quite so cynical, what would we demand? Transparent and fair pricing. No more opaque, one-sided terms. Everyone should be able to see how value is split. Prompt and predictable payment for farmers. No more waiting months while everyone else gets paid first. Shared rules, not private favouritism. Same basic rules for everyone using the system. Big or small, no secret backdoor deals. No single gatekeeper, no one company able to lock others out or quietly change the rules. Imagine a farmer's co-op. They list their crops and minimum prices on a shared marketplace. Buyers from local shops to big retailers can see the same offers with the same basic rules. When they have to pay, what happens if demand changes, what fair actually means in numbers. Every price would come with an X-ray view. How much goes to the farmer, how much to logistics, how much to the retailer. Not as a marketing gimmick, but as a basic expectation. So, who wins and who loses? Farmers win, with more predictable income and a better negotiating position. They're no longer price takers in secret deals. Middlemen who only add opacity, they lose. If your value is just in hiding information or squeezing both sides, a transparent protocol replaces you. Retailers and front ends that do add value, these might lose some pure margin, but they gain trust, long-term resilience and access to a richer shared marketplace. They plug into the rail instead of owning it. Consumers, in the early days, they might pay similar prices, but with full visibility into where their money goes, as the corporate platform layer is removed and profit is shared through the protocol, rebates, lower prices, community ownership, public goods, consumers become co-owners instead of just customers. In the long run, the idea is that the surplus doesn't disappear into a corporate balance sheet. It cycles back to the very people running and using the network. Farmers, logistics providers, local stores, and the shoppers themselves. So why is Web 2 not enough? If one company owns the marketplace, they can change the rules, kick off competitors, sell out to the highest bidder. We've seen this movie with social media, ride sharing, food delivery. Why would supermarkets be any different? Web3 at its best is about shared rails, not private platforms. A protocol is like public infrastructure. It defines the rules of the game and anyone can build on top of it. We may use a shared ledger. Everyone can see offers, deals and payments. Smart contracts could be used once a buyer and farmer agree terms, payment and conditions are enforced automatically. There would be no single gatekeeper, rules defined in open code and governance, not just corporate policy. Suddenly, X-ray pricing stops being a marketing slogan and becomes just how the system works. Now, this video was the 10,000 foot view, the bird's eye view, so to speak. In the next episodes, I want to go deeper into specific pieces. How would a farmer-first procurement marketplace actually work? How do we design transparent pricing that's fair and practical? What could a real trial or pilot look like in the next few years? I'm not claiming to have all the answers by any means. Think of this as an open blueprint, the Open World project, where we explore Web3 and how it can actually be used to rebuild real-world systems, starting with supermarkets. If you liked the video and you want to see where this goes, hit subscribe, perhaps leave a comment with the part that you'd like to unpack the most, or share this with someone who's sick of feeling ripped off at the checkout. Web3's real use case won't appear by magic, we have to design it together.